Angelo DePaola, the Coastal Connection with eXp Realty, and today we're doing our monthly market report. We quit doing weeklies. We go more in depth once a month. Hold on to your britches. We're about to take off. So we're going to start off with year over year in the resort-based and the residential-based markets, and we'll see what this January looked like compared to January 2022. And in the more residential traditional markets, we have an average sales price just under $370,000. That's up 6% from January 2022. But look, in January 22, prices, I think we're coming out of the fourth quarter. The market had kind of gotten sluggish, and we really didn't start seeing an upward trend till the end of January, beginning of February, and then the market really took off and it stayed really hot till about June. You got to remember there's a little context there for you. Days on market, 52 days, that's up 48.6%, and closed sales 278. That is down 35.3%. So really what we've been experiencing in the market is a little something I've been talking about for a while, kind of a log jam in the market, right? Sellers don't want to sell because interest rates are really low and they're kind of holding a little bit firmer on their prices. Buyers are just now coming around as interest rates have come down to the low sixes. They're starting to kind of enter back into the market, but we got to remember, we went from interest rates in the low threes to now just a tad over 6. Like I said, we're going to see less transactions this year. This seems kind of on pace for what we've been seeing in our office. When we go to resort-based markets, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, we see an average sale price just over $728,000. That is up just a tad over 15% compared to January last year. Here again, prices were a little compressed coming into January last year. Average days on market, 72 days. That's up 67% from January 2022. And closed sales, 131, down 43%. And that is almost exactly what we see in our office as we get a little bit deeper into the market. So what's happening in a month to month? So we're going to go January this year versus December last year. And in Baldwin County, December last year, we had 686 transactions. In January, we had 590. Average sales prices, $393 for the county. For December, $420,000 in January. Orange Beach, total transactions in December, 72. Total transactions in January, 75. Average sales price in December, 720. Average sales price in January, 794. Up a little on both. Gulf Shores, 110 transactions in December versus 98 in January. Sales prices are up 497 to 542. What's that look like percentage wise, right? So Baldwin County, we're down 14% month over month, plus 6.8% in average sales price. Orange Beach, up 4.2% transactions month over month, plus 10% in sales price. Gulf Shores, down 10% total transactions, up 9% in average sales price. I have a hunch, but I'm not totally sure on this, but I'd be very curious. I think what is happening here right now is that we're seeing a lot less condo sales right on the beach. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is interest rates are up and so are prices. For that to be a good sense to invest in, and if you have to go get a mortgage, it has become increasingly hard for those numbers to work out for potential buyers. So if you're in a building that is mainly an investment, mainly a rental building, you're going to feel some of that crunch. And so you say, well, Angela, what about cash buyers? Cash buyers ain't stupid. We're making offers. It'll be interesting to see how that battle plays out, because what we see in the residential and kind of second home market, when you look at properties that were listed at say 1.9, you're seeing them contract for 1.750, properties listed at 1.85, contracting for 1.6. These are more emotional based buys. Some of them are cash, some of them are finance, but the buyers, if they can afford it and want it, they'll pay it. The sellers, quite often, for years we've been seeing a generational shift, and I think that's those two transactions I just described are perfect examples of people that had properties here in the 80s and now they're starting to sell because they're done with them. So you know they've run their cycle of having a second home. A little bit what I see, and when I talk to agents that are heavily on the investment side of condos, they seem a little bit slow. When I talk to agents that are dealing a lot of second homes, they seem a little bit more upbeat. But here again, we got to remember that transactions are pretty down pretty significantly. I know this is running long. We're just trying to give you the kind of information that I think is going to help make good decisions. So what do we see in the markets on a week over week? We're going to kind of go over that real quick. Baldwin County, currently 32 days of inventory. Orange Beach, currently 23 days of inventory. Gulf Shores, currently 30 days of inventory. But that is just a snapshot for last week. What we saw the week before, Baldwin County 36, Orange Beach 63, a whole bunch of listings at the market last week. Only 23 properties went under contract in Orange Beach. In Gulf Shores, 43 days of inventory. And when we look at the week of January 23rd, Baldwin County 31, Orange Beach 47, Gulf Shores 30. Look, we kind of sitting around the same amount of inventory we've always sat. We're seeing stuff come off. We're seeing people pull properties off the market if they can't get what they want. And we're seeing a little bit of that log jam that I was describing earlier. If there's anything we can do for you, if you would like to talk to us specifically about your property, reach out to us. You can DM us on Facebook, reach out to us, go to our website. I think there's all kinds of contact information in the subject of this post. Thank you. Make it a great day, and we'll catch you next week.